Welcome to the beautiful Three Springs Valley, here in Hungary. You're joining us in Budapest for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Budapest was formerly 3 cities, and today they're all coming together to kick off what we hope will be a thrilling weekend of racing. Not many would envy the job of a team principal in a situation like this. A strong result is imperative here to win back the confidence of the board. What will happen this weekend? Only time will tell.
Yes, at least you are ahead of Sumo. They'll probably be reserve drivers, Thomas, proper like F2 drivers. Is it who is it Drugsin? I'm not going to pronounce names because I'll get it wrong. Anyway, Joe, you are late to the stream. No, it's okay, Joe. I appreciate you being here. It's Daka. Hello, Daka. I hope you are feeling better. You know what? It's actually been okay for you, Daka. I think you've been picking up points. Yeah, you guys, yourself and Tyr and Asalba seem to be scoring solid points recently. Car part missing. Oh yeah, we've had a gearbox blow up. So we'll use the next worst gearbox. Sumo is washed, yes. It's crap in real life and he's crap on air. Let's call you in then. I'm not really going to play with that anymore. I think we've got some good setups on our cars. What's for tea? 20 chicken. I mean, just a ham and cheese sandwich, Joe. Just a ham and cheese sandwich with salad. I have 2 people in the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, so I've got actually some interesting news for you, Jay. It's a kind of to do with the bollard incident that I had that I don't talk about. Yeah, so I returned to the scene of the crime today, and yes, there was. They haven't replaced the bollards that I knocked down, so yeah, complete bastards. No, I didn't hit. I didn't hit one. I'm pleased to inform you that I put £330 of diesel in my coach, and when because I fueled up at Tesco's with my coach, so I put in £330 worth of diesel, and they let me use my club card. So I got £330 on my club card. Well, £330 worth of fuel in club card points. I'm absolutely buzzing for my next statement from Tesco's. We do love an incompetent council, Daka. We do. And if you're anywhere near Oxford, you will be used to it. Oh no, major ERS damage, no. I mean, I'm sure they might be bad, but you haven't been to Oxford to experience just how bad our council are. Oh yeah, same in Oxford, Joe. There is potholes absolutely everywhere. What happened in golf last night? Kevin had a meltdown because Liverpool lost at football. Yeah, I was about a minute ahead of him on the stream, and I saw that Liverpool was losing in the last minute. So I was sat there telling Kevin to turn it off. I was saying, Kevin, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. And then you heard him go, oh, for fuck's sake, in his Irish accent. It was pretty iconic moment. And yeah, he had a head loss. You had to be there to like witness the head loss for it to be like funny. Well, here we go. Practice 2. That sexy man is first. And then Sumo Gilligan in second. Chris Rebel in third. Avnir up in fourth. Robson in fifth. Bacon Bear in sixth. Corey 7th. Hugo 8th. Rick in 9th. Rick's been doing alright on here as well recently. Alex in 10th. Finley in 11th. Kylo Ren in 12th. Josh 13th. Daka 14th. Tia 15th. Pal 16th. Denko 17th. James Gardner 18th. Ghost in 19th, Joe in 20th, Jack Alacco 21st, and Kevin O'Reilly rounds off the grid. So I'm not going to do practice 3. Oh, there's going to be moderate rain on Saturday. Interesting. Oh, there's rain for Alright, simulate session. We don't need to do practice 3.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out in qualifying.
Remember, we lose the slowest 5 drivers at the end of Q1, another 5 at the end of Q2, and Q3 will set the top 10 positions.
We can see the Ferrari driver there, Karun. How do you think they're going to be feeling heading into qualifying?
We saw them set an impressive lap time in practice, so it's a great start as they move into qualifying. But as we all know, a good performance in practice doesn't guarantee success over the rest of the weekend.
Stay with us as we see who can deliver on motorsport's biggest stage.
I like Karun Chandok. I can never say his name right. He is clear of Will Buxton. I'm not a fan of Will. Right, car parts. Let's get everything in tip-top order. Right, let's jump into some qualifying. We will do enters and run plan. Let's get out there. Everyone's come out the pits right in front of Alex. Wonderful. I think we're getting knocked out. We are going to be right at the back. Shit, well, that was a horrible qualifying. So Chris Rebel was the fastest in Q1. Let's go to the people knocked out. Avenir, Alex, Rob Sue, Finley, Josh, and Kylo Ren knocked out in Q1. Weirdly enough, my driver just made it through by the skin of his teeth. Everybody else through. And in Q3, Bacon Bear was fastest. AP Palfs joins Bacon Bear on the front row. Sumo Gilligan in third. Myself in fourth. Chris Rebel in fifth. Hugo in sixth. James Gardner seventh. Dakar in eighth. Rick in ninth. Tier in 10th. Joey B in 11th. Denko 12th. Ghost 13th. Koru 14th. Jackalacko 15th. And Kevin O'Reilly 16th. And we've got a lot of work to do on the Sunday.
There's a fantastic atmosphere here at the Hungaroring today as we prepare for 70 laps of thrilling F1 action.
The heart may be in Budapest, but the racing soul is right here. Decades of F1 history saturate every turn of the Hungaroring, including the 1989 Grand Prix, where Nigel Mansell bullied his way from a P12 start to an ultimate victory.
The Hungaroring is one challenging succession of corners and turns. With few straights, it's affectionately known as the go-kart circuit. Drivers will have to find a proper rhythm to make the most of the layout, and for cars, low-speed downforce will be paramount. The time has almost come for our drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
Well, that was a horrendous qualifying, and it's looking like it's going to be quite an interesting race strategy. I genuinely don't want to play with any of it. We'll just see how we go.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. And here we go, with the Hungarian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
It's lights out and away we go. Right, we will just go forward a few laps whilst everybody gets settled in.
Oh no, that's a slow pit stop there. And there's been a slow pit stop. We've got a yellow flag here. Look at the Mercedes. The cars jostling for position. Oh, that's quite an impact between them. I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock. Oh dear, that's not a good stop. Something's not gone right in the pits. And who's that having an issue in the pits? Oh, it looks like a pit stop issue. Now, there's been an incident with the RB driver.
Oh, both RBs come into blow between myself and Bacon Bear.
Now, down to the pits. There's been a hold-up. And what's that? A pit stop issue.
What can we do? Not a lot.
And yes, we have. We've had a crash. What happened there? Now, there's been an issue in the pits. And here we've got a yellow flag. Oh no, that's a slow pit stop there.
Yeah, Daka, you're in 9th. There you go, some points. And Tyr in 10th. So double points for Sauber. There we have it. There's the Hungary
There
results.
The Williams driver return.
It's a Bacon Bear wins. Chris Rebel in 2nd, myself in 3rd, AP Pelfs in 4th, Hugo in 5th, Rick in 6th, Sumo 7th, Avenir in 8th, Dakar in 9th, and Tyr in 10th. And outside the points, we've got Denko, Alex, Ghost, Kevin O'Reilly, James Gardner, Jackalacco, Josh, Joey B, Finley, Robsu, Koru and Kylo Ren didn't finish the race, and Hugo got the fastest lap for Mercedes. Championship standings, Bacon Bear extends her lead at the top of the table. She's on 261 points. And sitting on all the twos is myself on 222 points in the Racing Bull. And then in the Red Bull, Chris Rebel, much needed points finish for him this weekend. 2nd place finish. He's back up to 3rd in the standings. If you take both the Racing Bulls out of it, you've got a hell of a championship fight here. Finley didn't score points this weekend. Joey B didn't score points. James Gardner didn't score points. Denko didn't score points. and down to Sumo, who did score points for Ferrari, and then Rick again in the points. AP Palps in the points. Dakas got adding 2 points to his total. He's on 38. 3 points clear of Tia. Then Hugo on 34 points. Good haul of points for Hugo. It's finally coming together for him slowly. Robsu down to 15th. Avenir scoring 4 points for the APP team. And yes, Koru still the only driver without a single point in this championship. Racing Bulls extend their lead by 10 points compared to the start of the round. 40 points takes us to 483. Red Bull take home 30 points and they're up to 176, and they get back 2 places in the standings, back up above Haas and Ferrari. APPF1 Racing up 1 position as well in the constructors to 9th. Yeah, equal performance, of course, Daka, you know it. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, big yawn. The pit stop standings doesn't really count. Looks like there could be rain for Spa.
This weekend, we're in Belgium, in the picturesque province of Liège. Halfway through the season, it's too early to call the championship. Can teams make good before the summer break, or will they be hoping for a reset? Not many would envy the job of a team principal in a situation like this. A strong result is imperative here to win back the confidence of the board. Stay with us then, as the weekend gets underway.
Whew. Hello, Bacon Bear. Welcome to the stream. Whew.
Welcome to qualifying. Let's find out if all that practice will pay off for the drivers.
Qualifying at Spa is one of the most exciting sessions of the year, and the season's longest lap leaves little margin for error. Drivers need to give it their all whilst avoiding any mistakes.
There's RB's driver, Karun. How do you think things have been going for them?
Yeah, you won at Hungary, Bacon Bear. You are unstoppable. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'll keep yawning. Very rude of me. Whew. We just make it through, I think. Knocked out in Q1 is Ghost, James Gardner, AP Pals, Finley, Kylo Ren, and Jacko Lacko. As Avenir and Alex make it through. Bacon Bear dominance continues. Yeah, it's very similar to that, isn't it, Bacon Bear? And we deserve every bit of success. We're great. Unfortunately, my two drivers didn't do enough to get through. Bacon Bear dominance continues in Q2 as well. And the Q3 results are Chris Rebel was on pole, toppling Bacon Bear. Danko is in third but has a grid penalty, so that will promote myself to third, just behind Bacon Bear. Rick, Hugo and Tier also benefiting from a grid penalty. Coru up in 8th, Daka 9th, Joey B in 10th. And out in Q2 was indeed Sumo, Kevin, Avenir, Alex G, Robsu and Josh the Guy. It's not Josh the Guy, just Ghost Friday Night teammate Josh.
Well, it's a fantastic turnout, as it always is here in Belgium, as we prepare for 44 laps around Spa.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only one driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar.
Spa-Francorchamps should need no introduction. From the sweeping curve of Eau Rouge and Radion to the flat-out descent through Pouon. This is just over 4 miles of wonderful racing wherever you look in the Belgian countryside. It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
Well, we shall see how we do.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway.
At the back of the pack in P19, that's definitely not where we expected to see them. What can they manage from here?
Here we go. It's time to go racing. You can hear the excitement in the crowd here at the Belgian Grand Prix. And and it's lights out, and away we go. Oh dear, that's not a good stop. Down in the pits. Oh, that's a slow one.
Well, that was a very boring Belgium race.
The McLaren driver put in a great performance today.
That really was.
So Koru finally has his first points of the season. I won the race. Chris Rebel in second. Rick in third. Hugo in fourth. Joey B in fifth. Denko in sixth. Koru getting his first points of the season in seventh. Dakar in eighth. Bacon Bear down in ninth. Bacon Bear's worst race of the season. And then Rob Sue up in 10th, rounding off the points finishes. Fastest lap also to Chris Rebel. And it was a disastrous race for the APPF1 racing team. The Bacon Bears lead gets cut down to 16 points. So I've closed in a chunk of the gap there. So it's game on for the title. Chris Rebel picking up a healthy amount of points again, 19 points to help consolidate his third place position at the moment. Joey B up to fourth on 109 points, knocking down Finley, who hasn't scored yet again. Denko adding 8 points to Ferrari's total, whilst Rick gets 15 for Haas there. Hugo getting more good points, and Daka getting another 4 points for the kick salver. Robsu picking up a point, and Koru getting his first points of the season there as well. So everybody now in the championship has scored at some points. Racing Bulls extend their lead at the top of the constructors to 510 points. Red Bull on 195, then Haas on 185, Ferrari on 171. If you take Racing Bulls out of it, it's quite close. Williams on 113, and then Aston Martin on 112, then a little gap down to Mercedes on 79, Kick Sauber 77, McLaren on 38, leapfrogging APPF1 Racing down in 10th, and then 11th is Alpine. Fastest pit stop there. So there we have it for today's stream. So next time we will be going to Netherlands for round 15. Anything can happen. Right, I'm going to call it a night there. So thank you all so much for tuning in. If you've got this far, I will catch you at some point this week, whether it'll be on F1 Manager or on the actual racetrack on F1 25. So I'll catch you then. See you around.